Hello and welcome back to another news video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. I've been busy today doing the preliminary patch notes reading and nearly lost my voice doing that. It's been a massive video and it's taken quite a while to actually upload that video, but I thought I'd actually additionally add this small video as well. This is a new developer blog entry posted today, the 25th of October, and it says markets, mannequins and meals, oh my. So with 5.1 releasing on the 29th of October, they decided to put a dev blog out, just talking about some of the minor things that they sort of looked at the live letter part 55, but didn't go into too much detail with. In particular, they're talking specifically in this about housing district and roleplay elements of that part of the patch. We have a number of cool things to show you, they say. Yoshi P gave us a sneak peek of this new exterior design in the latest live letter, but they wanted to show you what it looks like in-game as well. They say, unlike the existing exterior designs we have, this one definitely has a unique store-like feel to it, don't you think? Of course, you can dye it your preferred colour. Best of all, we have some new outdoor furnishings to accentuate this store aesthetic, and of course they're showing the market stalls there, but quite a few of us are quite hyped about that they enjoy our housing. It's definitely going to add a different aesthetic to outdoor areas of your housing estate, and it'll obviously look like a market district, and especially with this brand new housing exterior plan as well. One of those rustic out of town sort of stores that we're familiar with from Final Fantasy's history, such as like Chocobo ranches and things like that. So then they go inside a house and they show off the new mannequins. They say that there are higher and Elezen mannequins in 5.1, and essentially all you have to do is right click on your previously purchased mannequins and you can change the race and gender of those on the fly to the new higher and Elezen models, which is really cool if you want to display your glamour in a creative way. I quite like mannequins personally. I just want them to have one of every race and maybe some funny ones as well. I'd love to see a Namazu dressed up as some of the glamour outfits we've got, but I guess that will probably never happen. But you know, you could be wishful, can't you? Essentially as well, in 5.1 you'll be able to make new paintings based on the 5.0 sightseeing log. So they say it may be a good idea to start completing the Shadowbringers sightseeing log for these paintings, and they look absolutely awesome. As you can see there, they've sort of included a little bit of a spoiler there if you've not completed Shadowbringers yet of the last zone, but that would look absolutely amazing as a painting on a wall, and that might be single-handedly the one reason I actually do the sightseeing log. So is it enough to get me to do it? Probably. I really like the idea of that painting for sure. Another thing they wanted to draw attention to here was the ability to actually interact with items on a table or other furnishings, basically once your character is still in a seated position. So previously things like food on a table or any of the other items, basically you would right click on or press a button on your controller to interact with them, and your character would springboard upright and try to interact with them, sort of breaking the immersion, and definitely not on a roleplay situation. This is a thing of the past, and the majority of things now will allow you to stay seated and the animation will play whilst your character remains how they are. So of course you can have restaurants where people don't just, you know, animatedly stand up every time they want to take a bite or a sip of tea, for example, which is a great update, and they're really pushing the roleplay elements of housing, which is really good to see. They say you'll also be able to do things like turn on nearby lamps or play music from your orchestrion, so another example of things that you can do whilst seated. 5.1 arrives on Tuesday, October the 29th, they say, and introduces more features to enhance your in-game life, so be sure to check everything out on their special site, which they have a link to. I will of course have a link to this wonderful developer blog entry in the description of this video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you hyped about all of the roleplay elements? I know a lot of you who watch my videos do take part in those roleplay communities, and yeah, let me know what you think and what you would ultimately want as the next step. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time.